Hi, everyone. Welcome back to Global English Podcast. I'm Jordan.
And I'm Taylor.
We are so glad you joined us for this deep dive today.
Ah.
And our mission, it's it's not about giving you more grammar rules.
No, not at
It's
all.
about tackling, I think, the single biggest roadblock for intermediate learners.
Mm-hmm.
That constant, exhausting need to mentally translate every single word.
Absolutely. We're really trying to cut through the noise and get to that core struggle. It's that feeling of being stuck,
Oh, I know it so well.
where your brain is trying to run two programs at once.
I really get that feeling. The sources we looked at, they put it so perfectly. They talked about having to pause every few seconds just to figure out what I wanted to say.
Right.
It's so frustrating
Yeah.
because you know the word, you know it's in there, but your brain just insists on taking a detour through your native language first.
And that makes a real conversation feel less like a connection and more like a race you can't win.
An obstacle course, yeah.
Yeah.
That delay, that little lag is the real barrier.
It is. It's a psychological thing, not a knowledge thing.
So today, we are teasing out the real game changers. We're going to explain the specific habits you can start today to make English feel, well, like second nature.
We're going to break down how to force your brain to skip that translation step.
And to keep you on the edge of your seat, we're going to teach you this really dramatic, super useful idiom about trains that just perfectly captures that feeling of missing your chance in a conversation.
And we'll have a little pop quiz at the end on all the new vocabulary.
Yeah, so stick around for that.
If you can just commit to one or two of the tips we cover, you will see a huge difference in how you think.
Okay, before we jump in, we just have to ask two really small things. If you find these deep dives helpful, please take 1 second and subscribe to Global English Podcast and give this episode a quick like.
That support really does help us keep making these.
It really does. Thank you.
All right, let's get into the mechanics of fluency.
Let's do it.
So, the core objective from all our sources today is this one fundamental shift.
Yeah.
Moving from mentally translating everything to directly processing thoughts in English.
From a two-step process to a one-step.
Exactly.
Okay, let's unpack that a little. Because when I was learning, that translation step felt safe. I thought if I translate it first, I won't make a mistake. So how does removing that safety net actually help?
Because it removes that critical delay. Think of your brain like a computer.
Okay.
When you translate, you're running two heavy programs at once. Your native language is trying to intercept the thought, and the English program is trying to output it.
So it creates lag.
It creates lag time.
Yeah.
When you just run the English program natively, you skip the middleman completely.
That's a great analogy. Running two programs just slows everything down.
Exactly. And when you can do that, you feel so much more in control of your language. That hesitation just starts to melt away.
I totally get that feeling of mental exhaustion. Which brings up that perfect analogy we found.
Yes.
The one about trying to keep up with a fast conversation. It said the whole experience felt like trying to catch up to a train that's already left the station.
Spot on.
You're so focused on crafting your one perfect sentence that, whoops, the conversation has already moved on.
And you're left standing on the platform. The other person says three things, and you're still working on your reply to the first one.
You miss your chance.
You lose the rhythm, the spontaneity.
Okay, wait. Let's unpack that term we used earlier.
Mm-hmm.
Game changer. I hear it everywhere. Business, tech, sports, it sounds so important. What exactly does it mean?
Right. So a game changer is a noun. It describes something, an idea, an invention, a strategy that completely changes how things are done.
So not just a small improvement.
No, not at all. It leads to a major positive shift, a breakthrough. It basically rewrites the rules of the game.
So in our context, learning to think in English is a game changer because it revolutionizes that slow, old method of translating.
Precisely. Let me give you three different examples just to really nail it down. For a formal one, developing this new clean energy source is a global game changer for environmental policy.
It forces everyone to rethink everything.
Exactly. Now for a casual one, getting that high-speed internet connection was a total game changer for working from home. No more frozen video calls.
I felt that one. It removes a huge point of stress.
It does. And a funny or weird one.
Okay.
Learning how to properly fold a fitted sheet in, like 10 seconds, was a massive game changer for my laundry routine.
Okay, I need that trick.
I went from a messy ball of fabric to neat drawers, a total system upgrade.
I get it now. It's an immediate, noticeable upgrade.
Let's try it in a quick role play.
Let's do it.
Hey, I've noticed you finished, like, 3 major projects this month, way ahead of schedule. What's
Yeah.
going on? More coffee.
Huh, even better. I started using this AI tool that instantly summarizes our sources and creates the first outline. It's been a total game changer.
A game changer. No way. I spent half my day just compiling notes. That sounds like a major shift I need to get on right now. It's completely revolutionized my workflow.
A revolutionary positive change, I get it.
And notice how we used it. It signals excitement and big impact. For collocations, it sounds even stronger with words like a real game changer, a total game changer, or a major game changer.
Okay, so learning to think in English is a major game changer. But how do we actually do it? It feels a bit abstract.
It's not. It's about habit. The first practical tip is super simple. Labeling objects around you.
Ah, the sticky note army. I've heard of this. You put mirror on the mirror, refrigerator on the fridge.
Yep. Cup on your cup. Your friends might think you're going a little crazy.
But it's genius.
It is, because it turns your whole home into a constant learning space,
It's passive studying.
a gentle immersion.
Yeah.
Every time you open the refrigerator, you see the English word first.
And the key part, I think, is that it creates that direct link. Object, English word. There's no native language in between.
Exactly. You're building new pathways in your brain that bypass your first language.
Right.
It reinforces the habit.
But wait, let me bring up a challenge here. The first week is fun, right? But then, don't you just stop seeing the notes? They just become background clutter.
That is a great point.
Yeah.
And the real challenge.
Yeah.
The novelty wears off.
So what's the fix?
The solution is rotation and expansion. So instead of just labeling the noun refrigerator, you add an adjective. Cold refrigerator.
Ooh, or a verb phrase. Open the refrigerator.
There you go. You're forcing your brain to engage with the note again because it's new.
You could even use color-coded notes. Blue for verbs, pink for adjectives.
Now you're thinking. You're making the learning active again. It's all about building that automaticity.
That makes so much sense. Okay, let's go back to that amazing idiom we mentioned. It just perfectly describes the pain point here.
Yes, let's do it.
Catch up to a train that's already left the station. It's such a dramatic picture. What does it really mean, figuratively?
Well, figuratively, it means you're trying to engage with something, an opportunity, a conversation that's already moved on. It's too late to join effectively.
The moment has passed.
The moment has passed. By the time you formulate your perfect sentence, the topic has changed. You've missed your chance because you hesitated.
Ah, the pain of conversational regret. It's not about language, it's about timing.
Exactly.
Wow.
Let's look at 3 examples outside of language learning just to see how broad it is.
Okay.
A formal one. We delayed our marketing strategy. By the time we launched, our competitors had the market share. We were trying to catch up to a train that's already left the station.
Too late. You missed the opportunity.
Right. Casual one.
Mm-hmm.
I finally realized how much I loved that little coffee shop, but it closed last month. Yeah. Now I'm just catching up to a train that's already left the station. The good lattes are gone forever.
So sad. And a funny one.
Funny one. My friends all started a new online game 6 months ago. They're all at level 90. I just started playing.
Oh, no.
For the next year, I'll be desperately trying to catch up to a train that's already left the station.
That is so relatable. Okay, let's try a quick scenario about procrastination. Hey, did you ever sign up for that advanced coding class?
You know, I was going to, but I spent 2 weeks researching the perfect laptop, the best keyboard, waiting for a sale on a mouse.
Oh, no. Don't tell me.
You waited too long. Registration closed this morning. The class is full.
You're kidding. So now I'm just trying to catch up to a train that's already left the station because I was over-planning instead of just acting.
A classic mistake. Imperfect action is better than perfect delay.
So true.
And notice how we introduce it. Often with phrases like, it felt like trying to, or you're always trying to really emphasize that feeling of futility.
Got it. Okay, so we know the problem. The solution is making these habits automatic. Let's talk about how to build that automaticity.
Right, so the next step addresses a really common mistake learners make.
Which is?
They try to overcomplicate their internal thoughts.
Oh, I'm so guilty of this. When I first tried thinking in French, I tried to form these beautiful, long philosophical sentences in my head.
And how did that go?
I failed instantly. And then I just felt frustrated and gave up for the day.
Right. You're creating grammar anxiety before the habit is even there. The advice is to start small. Use simple, straightforward sentences.
Like what? Give me some examples.
Just observable facts. Think, I am hungry. Or, it's sunny today.
The floor is dirty. I need to buy milk.
Exactly. They're quick, self-contained thoughts. They force your mind to use English syntax without the pressure.
And it builds confidence with the basic sentence structure. Plus, it's a low-stakes environment. It's just in my own head.
Precisely. It's muscle memory. And then you can start narrating mundane tasks.
Oh, like when I'm doing chores, I can say to myself, I wash dishes or I fold laundry.
Yes. You're integrating English into the boring parts of your day, which reinforces the habit.
That makes sense. And this leads to self-talk, right? Actually speaking out loud.
It does. It can feel a little silly at first,
I remember one person in the sources said they narrated cooking dinner. Now I chop the onions.
but they said it made a massive difference.
It does, because you're engaging more senses. Hearing and speaking, it creates stronger connections in your brain.
It's like a constant private practice session with zero fear of making mistakes.
Right, no judgment. This is how you learn to think on your feet.
Totally. I actually catch myself doing this sometimes, like in public. I was in line at the bank and I was thinking, the line is moving very slowly. And I realized my lips were moving a little bit.
That's a great sign. That's motor memory developing. You're rehearsing the physical act of speaking.
And this connects to mental rehearsal, too. Practicing future conversations in your head.
Like how you'd start a meeting or what you'd say at a party.
Yes, you're running a simulation. So when the real moment comes, it feels familiar. It feels more like second nature.
Okay, so those two ideas, consistency and second nature, they feel like the foundation of all of this. Let's really break down consistency.
Let's do it.
Consistency. It's the key ingredient for success in anything, right? But what does it mean specifically for us?
In our context, consistency is the quality of showing up every day, even if it's just for 5 minutes.
It's the opposite of cramming for 2 hours once a week.
It is. The sources all agree that consistency is key because it builds a habit. And a habit doesn't require motivation. It's just what you do.
It's that reliable rhythm. It prevents you from backsliding after a long break.
Right. The brain loves spaced repetition. A little bit every day reinforces those neural connections much better than one huge, infrequent session.
Makes sense.
Let me give you 3 examples.
Yeah.
Formal. Consistency is crucial for academic success. Short, daily reviews always beat long, infrequent cramming sessions.
Totally. Casual.
Casual. I stopped seeing results at the gym because I lacked consistency over the holidays.
Yeah.
I lost all my progress.
Been there. And a funny one.
The only consistency in my life is that I forget where I put my phone right after I use it. I am consistently disorganized.
Huh. A consistent negative habit. Okay, let's try a quick scenario.
Sure.
I'm so frustrated. I practice for 3 hours every Sunday, but then I do nothing all week. I feel so stuck.
I get that. You're burning yourself out. The key isn't more time. The key is consistency.
So what should I do?
Try just 10 minutes every morning with your coffee.
Only 10 minutes. It feels too small.
It's not. 10 minutes a day is 70 minutes of focused practice a week. That's more effective than 3 hours of unfocused cramming. Just maintain consistency.
Okay, that reframes it.
And notice the collocations we use. We say the key is consistency, or someone has a lack of consistency.
Yeah.
We talk about how you need to maintain consistency.
Right. So consistency is the path. And that path leads to the ultimate goal.
It does.
Let's unpack that goal. Second nature. This just sounds like the dream, doesn't it?
It really is.
When the language just happens. What's the precise definition?
Second nature is a skill that you've practiced so much that it becomes automatic. It feels effortless, like something you were born knowing how to do.
Like breathing.
Like breathing. You stop thinking about the grammar rules or translating words. You just speak.
It moves from conscious effort to unconscious competence.
That's it, exactly. Okay, 3 examples.
Let's hear them.
Formal. For the experienced programmer, writing code became second nature after the first month. They didn't need to look up commands anymore.
Casual.
Casual. After years of living abroad, switching between Spanish and English became second nature. I stopped having to mentally prepare for it.
The dream. And a weird one.
Working as a waiter for 5 years made carrying 4 plates on one arm completely second nature. I can do it without even looking down.
That is a very specific unconscious skill. Let's do a scenario of a teacher praising a student.
Okay.
You know, your presentation skills have improved so much. You speak so smoothly, and you handle questions without any panic.
Thank you. I used to be terrified of improvising an answer.
Well, I can tell you've been practicing that confidence, the way you structure your sentences.
Yeah.
It's clearly become second nature to you now. You don't even hesitate.
I worked really hard to make it feel that way.
Well, you did it.
And you can see how we use it. We say something can become second nature or can feel like second nature. It highlights that transformation from effort to flow.
Okay, so we have the goal, second nature, and the method, consistency. Now let's talk about some real actions we can take today to build momentum.
Yes. We need to surround ourselves with the language. And one of the easiest tips is to switch the language settings on your phone or your apps.
Oh, this one is so smart, but also a little scary.
It is, but it's a form of mini immersion. It forces you to navigate in English. You need to find the settings, you need to post a photo.
But I can just imagine a learner panicking. Like, I change my whole phone to English, and suddenly I can't find the security menu, and I freak out and switch it back.
That is a brilliant point.
Aha.
And it's a real fear. But here's the thing. That little moment of frustration,
Yeah.
that's your brain building new connections. It's saying, I know what this icon means even if I don't know the word.
So you start relying on the icons, not the words.
Exactly. And you can start small. Just change your Netflix or Spotify first. Don't do your whole phone on day one.
Right. Gentle immersion. And this leads to the biggest barrier, I think.
The psychological one.
Fear. That amazing quote from the sources. Endless researching, endless planning. It feels safe, but it's just fear wearing a costume.
That line is so powerful.
It's like standing at the edge of a cold pool, planning the perfect dive, but never actually jumping in.
And we have to stress the idea that messy action is still action.
Mm-hmm.
The sources say, just speak one English sentence out loud today.
Well,
It doesn't have to be perfect. It just has to be done.
that's great advice. And to support that, we need to track our progress,
Yeah.
right?
Absolutely.
Mm.
Journaling is a great way. Just jot down your appointments or grocery lists in English. You're using the language for a real purpose.
And I love the idea of recording yourself, just a 30-second voice clip on your phone.
Yes, you do that on day 1 and again on day 30, and you can actually hear the improvement.
You hear your speed, your rhythm.
Your prosody. It's a huge motivator. And all of this builds our final key concept, momentum.
Okay, momentum. This feels like what happens after you've been consistent for a while. It's the energy that keeps you going.
That's it, exactly. It's a physics term, really. The force that keeps something moving once it's started. In learning, it's that sense of progress that makes you want to continue.
It's the opposite of being stuck. It's when moving forward feels easier than stopping.
Precisely. Getting started is the hardest part. Once you build momentum, the habit carries you.
Okay, give us the examples.
Formal. The research project gained incredible momentum after they published their initial findings and got more funding.
I see. Casual.
Casual. After the first few weeks of my new study plan, I saw results, and that gave me the momentum to keep going. I feel unstoppable now.
Love that feeling. And a weird one.
When I started cleaning my messy garage, I built up so much cleaning momentum that I accidentally cleaned part of my neighbor's driveway too.
Unstoppable cleaning momentum. Okay, quick role play.
Go for it.
You know, I was feeling so stuck last month, but I started doing the self-talk and labeling, and I just finished my first short novel in English.
Wow, that's amazing. You've really built some incredible momentum. That consistency is paying off.
It is. It feels so much easier now. The progress itself just makes me want to do more.
And you can hear the collocations there. We build momentum, we gain momentum, or we lose momentum. We try to keep the momentum going.
Got it.
And this all brings us to the final, really important insight from all this.
Okay.
Action is the antidote to regret. The regret doesn't come from making mistakes. It comes from doing nothing.
Movement, even clumsy movement, is progress.
That's the key takeaway.
That is the perfect thought to end this section on.
Okay, you ready for the common mistake segment?
I am. So I need your help with that word, momentum. It feels like a physical thing, so I hear learners try to count it. For example, is it right to say, I have a big momentum now because I studied 4 days?
Oh, that is such a great question and a really common error.
Okay.
In English, we treat momentum as a non-countable force. It's abstract, not something that's just big.
So how would a native speaker say that?
We'd probably change the words around it. Instead of big, we'd use an adjective like great or incredible. So, I have great momentum now.
Okay.
Or even better, we focus on the action. I built so much momentum, or I'm gaining momentum.
Ah, I see. It's about the process, not the size. So you'd say the project lost all its momentum, not it lost its 5 momentum.
Precisely. You build it, you gain it, you keep it, or you lose it. That small shift makes it sound so much more natural.
That helps a lot. Thank you.
You're welcome. All right, are you ready for the pop quiz?
Bring it on. I'm ready to test my automaticity.
Okay, you and everyone listening. Question 1. What do you call a habit that you perform so automatically it feels effortless, like riding a bike?
That is when a skill becomes second nature.
Spot on. Perfect. Question 2. Which word describes the energy that keeps you moving forward on a project, making it feel easier as you go?
That's that feeling of flow. That's momentum.
Correct. Momentum it is. And finally, question 3. Finish this idiom about missing an opportunity because you hesitated. If you wait too long, you feel like you're trying to catch up to
Like the
it.
train that's already left the station.
Excellent, 100%.
Yeah.
The deep unpacking worked.
It did. The examples and the role plays really helped lock it in.
Good. So, to summarize the mission for your fluency journey, just focus on those three concepts.
Okay.
Consistency, the daily habit, momentum, the energy you build, and making English second nature the ultimate goal.
And remember, the key is just simple, messy action.
Exactly. Perfection is just fear wearing a costume.
I love that.
So here is your micro challenge for today. Just pick one single tip we talked about.
Just one.
Just one. Either label one thing in your room or speak 3 simple English sentences while you're making coffee. Just use it once today.
Start building that momentum.
Start today.
And don't forget to like and subscribe to Global English Podcast for more deep dives like this one.
Your support really does keep us going.
I'm Jordan. See you next time.
And I'm Taylor. Bye.